All right, guys, it's the next day, and we've checked everything over here. Nothing going on. We pulled up on that cross, and there was a pack of dogs, 4 dogs that took off running. I think we missed one of them. One of the traps was tripped. I think the dog pulled out, and then we pulled on down here to this area where we followed those tracks crossing this ditch, and I hung up one snare right here where those tracks converged at. I got that snare guarding it. And as I was sitting here putting those up, I heard those dogs open up back over here in the woods. And then all of them are right on the back end of a coyote. They had jumped a coyote up out of the woods, run him across this sage field on the other side of the ditch. And then right down this tree line and crossed, come over here to this big ditch over here in this group of trees. So a pretty good sized coyote, but maybe we'll get him out wandering around. I'm headed back to the house, gonna get Kinsley's line checked. If there's nothing there, guys, I'll probably just make a 2 or 3 day trip into just one video. That'll kind of give me my break from doing YouTube for a little bit, and keep you guys updated on what's going on too. But we'll check back in with you in a little bit. All right, guys, those blind sets will pick them up. I mean, they work, no doubt about them. It's not what we were after there, but that blind set in that trail, that all the critters coming through here are using that trail. We set the trap in it, and we've made 2 catches so far. No bait, no lure, no nothing. We're just putting that trap where those animals that are coming through here are placing their foot, and it's picking up critters for us. So we're gonna reset this back and get it put back in here and get it working again, see if we can't pick some more stuff up with it. All right, guys, there's that remake. Just simple as can be. We just got that trap bedded right here, just covered up with a few leaves and stuff. We still got that stick here where they got to step over it, whether they're coming and going. And yeah, it's picking up some animals for us. So that's reset, and we're going to move on down here and get some of these other sets checked real quick. All right, guys, we're coming back across the ditch. I didn't notice this when we first passed, but this trap's been pulled out here. Well, they had something in it. I had that skunk caught in it the other day, and I can tell something's come up here and clawed at this hole, and I'm thinking that maybe it's another skunk. Not 100% sure, but we're gonna clean that hole back out right there and get this trap bedded back in here. But we had a miss here last night. All we can do is set it back here and try again. What I'll do, guys, just roll that chain and cable up underneath that trap there in that bed. I'm just gonna get that trap bedded back in there with some of this looser dirt. I'm gonna take a few of these leaves, guys. I'm just gonna pull them over, cover that trap up with those leaves a little bit, just kind of blend it in. And there we go. We're gonna call that reset. Hopefully anything else comes around tonight. Maybe figure out what we missed if it comes back. Alright, guys, we made it back over here to Kinsley's dog proof that she had set right down here, and she got her another possum caught. I can't slide down this hill. Yeah, here we go. Dude's in there playing possum. not a real big one. But we're getting those dudes thinned out here around the house, so that's a good thing. Alright guys, we're just gonna get this dog proof reset here. I'm going to go ahead and dump all that that's left in there out. It's all wet and swollen. And I got it cleaned out, and I'm just going to stick it back down here. I'm going to fill it back up again. Yeah. It's just a fish flavored cat food that we're using here. And we're just going to overflow that thing and let a little bit spill on the ground, and it's reset for anything else that comes along. Alright guys, it's the last day of the year. We're out here. Back here we had a carcass pile, and we knew there was a few beaver hanging out in here. You can see we've got one caught. I ended up putting, I had this drowning rod down here on this end. I ended up putting another drowning rod up here on the top end where that trail comes across, and you can just see we got a beaver caught down there this morning. Our snare's still right here in this main trail. We're gonna go ahead and step down here and lay eyes on all the rest of these traps. We've got a foothold still right down here guarding underneath this root wad. Then we replaced that snare that they caught the bobcat with. We replaced it with this foothold. But it's still set right there. I can see it. We'll get over here and get this beaver and go ahead and climb up that other side and check on those sets over there. Our snare over here looks like it's down. We'll get over there and get it checked there in just a minute. And there's that beaver. Looks like a pretty decent sized one there. We just had that trap bedded right here in the water on a drowning rod. Must not have done a good job having that drowning rod stuck down. I gotta step up here and check these footholds real quick. Until this one, the rain's completely washed it off. This one up here is tripped. We had a miss here on this one, and then they left us a little present here to tell us about it. We're going to get it put back in the ground. I'm just going to pull some of this grass that's over here over on top of it to kind of blend it in there. There we go, guys. That trap's back in there. I'll be guarding that trail. Right here's that other trap. Let's get it. If we can't cover it up a little bit better. Let's just stand up some more of these sticks here, guys. kind of keep them from coming around it. All right, so now we got both these bedded back in this trail coming down here. All right, guys, so we got this trap reset now. We've got a rod shoved down there into the mud. It's gonna come right up here on the edge of the bank, and we're gonna shove this stake down in there. It's gonna come right here in front of that, crossing they got, and we're gonna place that trap in there. Another one that comes through here is going to go right over top of our trap coming up this trail, and have them caught right here. Pretty good sized beaver there. We're going to get down here and check this other set I got and get over there and fix that snare. But guys, this New Year's is, I knew with the ice and the rain we were getting, I wasn't going to get a whole lot of sets out, just these two locations. So what I've done is just I'll compile all of them into, so I knew with having just these two locations set we weren't going to have a big catch. So just wanted to combine these last few days since I put the last video out and combine it into one video. And yeah, I'll take a little bit of break from having to do them every day. But anyway, we're gonna get down here and get this other foothold set checked, and yep. This is a good sized beaver there, guys. I really, that first ditch I set, I caught those 10 out of, the whole family group's just not very far up this ditch, and I assumed I had all them beaver out of here. But first day we seen there was a little bit of sign right here, some fresh sign, so we went ahead and put that beaver set in. And actually this other one, there was some otter scat up here for an otter toilet, so I decided to put another one on this side of that crossing just for an otter. But we ended up picking that beaver up, so tells me there may be some more beaver in here that I wasn't aware of or wasn't thinking was in here. All right, guys, so here's that trap we had here. It's still set right there, nothing in it. We're going to take this little stick, lay over here on this side of it, stand a couple up right here just to deter them from coming this side of it. That'll put them right on top of the trap, but it's still set. So we're gonna get up here and check this crossing we got set up here, and then we got those other footholds down at the end of that ditch. Maybe we got something in one of those, so you guys hang tight. We'll get down there and get those checked. All right, guys, I made it down here to these two footholds we got. You can tell that's still right there. Is that foothold right there. I'm just gonna take and stand that grass kind of back up there. That scent's still gonna be up in there that we used lure. We're just gonna kind of stand this outside up where they're gonna have to go right through here to get in there. And then same thing over here, guys. We'll check on this one. Up underneath that clump of grass there, and our trap's still bedded out here on the outside. You can see some of that meat we used as lure has been pulled out. Just gonna shove it back under that grass. I'm gonna bend this back over. Take a few of these leaves, guys, and we're just gonna cover that trap back up a little bit with it. A little bit of this green grass there. And that's it, just a little bit of blending. We'll stand this grass up over here on this side. There we go. Hopefully that'll bring them right in here where we want them to go. Guys, we got a snare down here by this big trees. Since all the snow's melted and all this rain, the grass is or the ground's become really muddy. Another day when I come through here, you can tell getting pretty soft, hard to make it. So we're gonna walk down here and go ahead and pull this snare. It had a real good soft spot here, and then on around that corner was another soft spot. We don't want to rut up this farmer's field, so we're gonna walk down here and pull this snare this morning. All right, fellas, we had to wait a little while to make a catch here, and this is where we had the intersection set down here at the end of this ditch, and our bait piles down here in that big ditch. But we had a trap set right here and right over here on this corner. Took a little bit to make a catch, but we finally made one. Wasn't what we wanted, but it is a catch. I thought he was rolling over, want me to pet his belly. All right, guys, I'll get him taken care of, and get down here and get these traps checked in the ditch. All right, guys, so there's another one we weren't really necessarily wanting. We got him here in this little kind of step down dirt hole trench set that we made right here. Check this other one real quick. Up underneath that rock there's where we had this set made, and it's still set there. So let's get this fella out of here and we'll get this reset. And skunk and a possum kind of morning.